to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I use the keto journey to lose way over 200 pounds. And yes, I gained 80 to 90 back because of the C word. And we are struggling our butts off to get it back off, along with fixing all the health problems that it gave me. So this month we are doing with Wendy and Harry from Love and Iron Keto channel their September challenge. Go check them out. They have a link in their videos where to get their little calendar. So today is a regular keto eating day or carnivore and move your body day. And it is the 5th of September. I have a migraine, so concentrating is a little hard. I think I'm going to have to take an ibuprofen today. If you're new to my channel, this is like a diary. It's got everything. Everything. And today's a cooking video. Today we are going to make fat chocolate bars. Okay. Basically, they are so yummy. I have made them before and I had forgotten all about it. And I made them again because I am having trouble on regular eating days and refill my body eating days to get enough calorie and fat in. Okay, I just am not hungry. I get full extremely easy. 1 meal a day, 700 calories, and I'm full and good to go. So I don't want it to be that way on those days. We already have some protein spare on modified fast days. We actually have 3 of them each week. So I don't want the rest of the days to be like that, or I'm not doing their challenge. So I have made some chocolate bars that are basically fat, that are amazing, and it's in this video, step by step. Really simple, really easy, just a couple ingredients, and it's so friggin' yummy, and I can only handle about ½ an ounce when I make them. So you're going to see them cut up at the end of the video, and they are cut in, almost all of them are cut in about an ounce. It was really hard. Some of them are like 0.9, and some of them was like 1.3, just because I had put them in the refrigerator to make it easier to cut, but in doing so it made the collagen part like start to melt because they go in the freezer, and it was really, I was trying to do it quickly to keep them from melting all the way and eyeballing it, and then they went back into the freezer because I had them in the fridge for hours, and I did not realize that would happen because the keto chow part does not happen that way. And you don't have to use keto chow. You can use something different. I explain it all in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all watch that, and then you'll see what I've already had for breakfast, because I have been up since 5:30 this morning. I only got 5 hours and something to sleep, but I woke up extremely nauseous and hungry and full of energy. So when that happened, and it wasn't hungry, like, I don't know how to, like, thirsty. So when I start producing ketones, I have issues with sleeping more than 5.5 hours in a night, and I wake up nauseous when it happens. And when I hit high ketones, I am nauseous. And I've heard other people say this before, but it is not a common thing. People usually do not get nauseous when hitting a bunch of ketones. But I did not take my ketones because I'm awake. Dino's asleep, right? I made my coffee, even though I knew it would wake him up, but I didn't have a choice. See, his bedroom door is right there by the coffee maker. It's by the kitchen. It is literally, here's my fridge, here's my coffee maker, here's the door. And he doesn't like me to shut the door, and he doesn't sleep with a fan. So I stumbled in there as quietly as possible, which meant no way in because I forgot the scale, and I don't know where else to put it other than that bathroom, and I couldn't go in there because that's in the bedroom and that would wake him up. So then I came in here, and at 8 o'clock I was like, I am really hungry, and I set off the fire alarms because every time I make bacon it sets the alarms off, even if it doesn't smoke. It drives me insane, which of course he's sleeping in here. Yeah, not fun for him, but it sucks because he's the one that wanted me to get my sleep fixed, and he doesn't wake up until 11 because he's still up all night long. Yep, that's his problem, not mine. I have fixed my sleep like he wanted, and I am full of energy, and I am not moody. when I wake up. So since the 16th of August, I have been doing Get Real, Kick Butt, very strict, 10 total carbs or less, and now I'm doing this challenge with Wendy and them. But in the process, I have also completely revamped my sleep, and I used to wake up a witch with a B word. Literally, don't touch me, don't look at me, don't speak to me for at least an hour to 2 hours. No energy, felt like I was dying. But that's all changed. And I went down to 90% of the time 1 coffee in the morning, and that is it. Now, last night I was crashing and burning way too early, and I was getting a headache, and I was very sick to my stomach, so I had me another coffee. And the only reason I have lowered my caffeine down is because I had some eye pressure issues going on, and I'm trying to find natural ways to lower it. So yeah, and because my blood pressure is high, I can't go to the dentist tomorrow. They won't let me. And now this dentist kind of made me mad because she's like, we don't see people with a high blood pressure without a release from your doctor. That is not true. I know 5 people that go there with high blood pressure, and they have never brought a release. And when they reschedule you, it's 7 months from now because they wanted to go cancel all my appointments at the end of September. I'm like, no, I just need time for the meds to kick in, right? But so I was arguing with them this morning. And I have to leave here in about 3 hours to go to the 2 hours now, to go to the rheumatologist to find out, do I have any answers? Do I have lupus? Is it something else? Do we have an answer? Because in 2017 they thought I had lupus, but we didn't have an answer because all 3 tests did not come back positive. And they said we would have to wait and see. But by my symptoms, that's what it was leaning towards, because the other 2 tests came back positive. Or the other 1 test came back positive, 2 tests came back negative at that time. This time I have 2 positive, 3. Okay, I have the original tests and the original panel and the original spackle all positive. And then this time I have another positive spackle and another positive panel, but then there was this other test that wasn't done the first time that is a negative. So I don't know, it could be something else. There are other things it could be other than lupus, so I don't want lupus anyways. I just want to know what's wrong with me so we can fix it, right? So we can fix it, just fix it. I don't want all of a sudden every couple of months my body just go haywire and I gain a bunch of weight and I get depressed and anxiety goes through the roof. I don't want that to keep happening. And I don't want to be told it's because of my age. And I don't want to be told it's because you're a long hauler. And this is just how it is. It just has flare-ups and it triggers your polycystic ovary syndrome, which triggers a swirl of problems. Yeah, that's not the answer I want. I want a real answer, right? I want a real answer. Okay, what you do not see me eat, I didn't record it, is I did eat 2 pickle spears because I did get hungry about 15 minutes ago, but because we're going to leave, and we all know what happens when I eat. Unless it's just protein, but protein makes me sleepy, so we're not doing that crap today, especially before I drive. So of course I can eat the pickle spears and not go run into the bathroom for hours. I'm perfectly fine. It does not mess up my stomach. This morning's breakfast was to die for. It was so yummy. I love that bread. You could really taste the vanilla cream in it today. Holy crap, it was spot on. It didn't need another pack. It didn't need anything else added to it. I made it perfect. 100% perfect. I put in my macros. I just used my original macros because I used the same way as I made Wendy's 1.0 a year or 2 ago. Like, it's got the same macros other than the one thing of keto chow. But the one thing of keto chow is 3 total carbs. How do you divide 3 total carbs in 17 ounces? You can do it, but it's almost impossible on a carb manager. And it's like 100 and something calories. And I don't care about those few little change calories or that 0.1 carb. because I'm only eating 3 ounces of it a day at the most. But y'all, with my butter, and yes, I'm counting my butter. Oh my gosh, that butter was so yummy on it. Like, I covered it in butter on both sides and stuck it in my frying pan and fried it up, and it was delicious, delicious. And I poured whatever extra butter had come off on it on top of it. You're about to see. Let me go ahead and show you. But it was so yummy. So yummy. Like, I cannot explain how pleasantly surprised and that I still like it. Like, it is so not styrofoam. Like, it was a great texture, like a sponge cake texture in my opinion, like frying up sponge cake. I wouldn't really consider it, like, I would use it like a bread, but because of the vanilla cream, I don't consider it like a bread, more like a sponge cake for breakfast. It was so yummy. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up, let you watch it, and then I'll show you what I have for dinner later, and I'll tell you what the doctor says, if we know anything. Okay, so now making that reminded me of something else. I made a lot with Wendy, and like they made, and a lot of people were making at that time, that I loved, and I need to get more calories in. On my regular keto eating days, I'm going to eat normal fat and stuff. So on my refuel days and normal eating keto days, I need more fat in my body. So we're going to do it a fun, delicious, executive, satiating, oh my gosh way. Like, I love this. Love what we're about to make. So I'm actually excited because I forgot all about it. You're going to need your favorite flavor of Keto Chow for a candy bar. Okay? We're making fat bombs. We're using chocolate toffee because it is my favorite for this. Then you can use the chocolate Keto Chow for the second step as well, because we're going to do 2 layers here. But the chocolate does not settle for me at all. I cannot have it. So we are going to use my perfect keto collagen. So if you do not want to buy, do not like Keto Chow, you can use any protein or any collagen. I have done it with just using collagen. I used my salted caramel with my chocolate one time. It works perfect and is delicious. So this does have to be 2 steps because I want it perfectly measured. So I am doing it in 2 steps. And I am cutting them because they melt way faster than putting the big brick in there. I am using the salt-free Kerrygold because I had a lot that I bought when I was making these before. It is still good. It is still fine. So we are going to use those right now. Of course, I've never seen it turn like that before, but it should be fine. I don't think butter actually goes bad. Oh yeah, still in date. Still in date, even though I bought it a long time ago. Like before I knew about Kirkland's. But my salted caramel, no, I didn't, because unsalted butter I couldn't find of Kirkland's. That's right. Anyways, so the Keto Chow has too much salt as it is for me. It's got a salty taste, so I just use the salt-free. And I'm going to be sprinkling a tiny bit of salt on top of it just for some deliciousness. So now we got to brown this, right? We're going to brown it, not blacken it, but brown it. So, looking for one more item, which I think I don't have anymore. Alright, I like to strain out the brown chunk. Whatever it's called, the chunky brown parts. I like to strain that out normally, but I forgot. Dino broke my little type strainer that I would use. I need a new one, and I forgot about that, so we're just gonna leave it in there. Now, I have all these little cute containers to make all these different separated candy bars, but I think I'm gonna be lazy and not use them. I think I might try this one. Never tried this one before. No, I'm just going to do it the way I've always done it. We're going to use this. Just going to make a big bar, even though forgot how much stuff I bought. Wow, I got this big giant bucket full because of all that we were cooking and making. Alright, so I'm going to lower this down a little, so this will take a little bit of time. Ooh, it smells so yummy. It smells so yummy. But I am going to go ahead and get, I think I'm actually going to mix the first one in here itself. So I am going to go ahead and put in my keto chow. So this one serving is 46.1 grams. So I can use that again. I got rid of all my scoops because when I use scoops, it just does not level out. Okay, we're going to go with 51. I have no reason to put it back, so we're just going to go with 51. Put that in there. We'll go ahead and I will be mixing the top one in a separate bowl, so I am going to go ahead and measure out for my collagen. I usually don't weigh this, but we'll weigh it. Each scoop is supposed to weigh 17 grams. A little under. Okay, hold on. And it was under, so about 37 grams I'm going to use. A little more than 2 scoops, just a little more. Oh, it's golden. It's getting really golden. I'm going to turn on it just a little more. So because I don't have my little Scooby thing, I'm not going to let mine get too much more dark because I don't really like it when it turns black, and I always get it black accidentally. Get my nuts bar ready. Basically, I'm going to go add all these macros up together. Everything as one macro. And then how many servings I cut out of it is how much each serving will be on macros. We'll divide it. That's just how it's the easiest way to do it. Okay. All right. That is more than brown enough for me. I don't know if y'all can see down in there. I'm gonna be really careful here. Hold on. This will start to cook the keto chow. Guess we'll just go ahead and put it all in there. I'll give it a little kick. Okay, now I'm gonna mix this up quickly. Throw my next batch in. And this is actually a fat bomb. Like, you can count this as a fat bomb. Y'all, I just realized I normally use the bigger container when making these, but it'll be okay. I'm making sure it's all mixing up in here. Okay. Now, we want it to taste more. So I'm using the English toffee drops, just like 3. Actually, that don't look too pretty. Oh, these are old. I'm throwing these away. That's in 2020. No, that's how long it's been since I've been making these things. Alright, we are going to go in with butter toffee skinny syrup. Alright, and I have the pump on it, so we'll probably do 3 pumps. Just kind of hard to do sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4 for good measure. Okay, this is going down drastically, so I'll be able to have no issue with that. And you can see it's bubbling up because I put the skinny syrup in there. And I'm going to go one more, because this is going to make a lot of servings. Okay. And rinse this off. Oh yeah, that tastes like butter. English toffee, like a buttery toffee. That was good. And yes, I took a look. Okay. I normally choose the English toffee, like chocolate toffee, English toffee, because that's my favorite kind of candy. I mean, Reese type peanut butter stuff used to be my favorite until anything peanut butter gives me severe shooting heartburn. So now the flavor in my head just sounds gross. Alright, let me check the dates of this. Y'all, I have not gotten into my stuff, and it's all gone bad on me. Okay, so this is still in date, thank goodness, because we are going to use a little bit of Chopped Zero chocolate syrup. One, because it doesn't mess with me. I'm only going to use a little, and I just mixed it up again. Right. Well, it'll mix up either way. When I pour it in there, I got to be really careful. Okay, we're still working on getting to the texture I want. Gotta open this because I've already used all my other ones. Yeah, I cut myself. That's why I have a Band-Aid. I'm always cutting myself. Kind of deep because it's been bleeding for 2 days. Alright, so I just used the Sweet Drops. It's stevia, and it's the chocolate one. They make all different ones. I love their lemon one too. I'll probably put a little more in there too when we mix it all together. Okay, that's still got a ways to go. Slowly getting there. Yeah, I accidentally put some of the collagen in there, and you can see it ends up cooking it, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me because that gives it a little crunchiness. Okay, so if you have Chopped Zero chips, that's amazing in there too. That is normally what I put in there. This will be the first time I've ever dropped any of this in there, but I do not have any chips. Well, I have like pumpkin, but I don't want pumpkin in it. It's the first time I haven't had any of the white chips or anything like that in the house because I don't want to all of a sudden have a binge craving and go gorge on it. Now, I do have their bars, but they changed their bark drastically, and I'm not crazy about the flavor. Unless it's my tongue. It could be different. Now, they are smaller. They don't look the same to me. They don't have the same texture, in my opinion, but is that just me? Like, is it normal tasting and filling for all of y'all since they changed their sizes? Usually you would just sit and let this foam go away. I'm just trying to get this done before the bread I made comes out of the oven. I'm in a cooking mood because I'm bored. I've cleaned my house to death. Watched every YouTuber catched up with everything I could think of in the last week. Waking up at 7 a.m. is giving me so much time on my hand. Once I get used to it better, I'll be waking up at 6. Whoop, that is turning black. I'll be waking up at 6. And at that point, we will be starting to go to the gym by 8:30, hopefully, so I can join the aqua class. That is my goal. To be able to join the aquafit class until I am in better shape for Zumba and stuff. I'm just in so much pain. So, okay. Pour it in here. This one did get black, but that's okay. My camera doesn't show just how dark it is. It looks prettier and more golden than it actually is. Let me turn that off without burning myself. Okay, this is going to take a second. I'm really excited for this. Like, I love this stuff. And I lost a lot of weight eating these things. So I'm hoping this will help me. Can't have any today because it's protein spare my fast day for me. But I'm hoping this will help me come in with a few more drops or squirts with adding more calories. Okay, my pan is... I did not think about this the last time, and I told myself, remember this time the pan gets hot, don't use metal. And what did I do? Okay, we're going to lightly pour this one in. It is starting to mix more than I like, but it'll be okay. Still be edible. And some of the collagen I see did burn. I should let it cool down some before I poured it in there, but I really need to get it up and going. So we're just going to mix it together a little and do a swirl for a change. Okay. Come on. Are you going to be too hard to use? Maybe I can't use you. Oh, I didn't know it came out so big. I was just going to do one stripe or two, whatever it takes to get it out of the bottle. Okay. Cannot lick that, that's for sure. That would be a no-no today. All right. And now, after it cools off, it goes into my freezer and it stays there. And once it's frozen or like come together and hard, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, it is the next day. And we are going to get into it. Wash my hands for the second time just to make sure they're nice and clean because I'm going to be touching it. Right. This is why I love me some silicone. This should pop out without hurting it. Oh. Maybe I should leave it in there longer. Too late now. So, the fudge part sank to the bottom and didn't really, yeah. Now it's making me wonder if it's cooked all, like frozen enough. I thought I had it in there long enough. I mean, it's been all night. Maybe it's just this stuff. What the heck? That's weird. It should have froze harder. Alright, let's see. I am not crazy about that. Just so y'all know, I will not be putting that in there again. Let's see what, maybe it kept it from, like, getting hard. Alright, so it is hard. Just, I guess, that didn't get hard, which is weird. That should have froze. Alright, I'm going to taste it. Not a fan of this. I mean, it did get hard, don't get me wrong, compared to what it was. Not a huge fan of the fudge one. I used to like it. Hold on, phone. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm gonna need to weigh it minus that little bit, just so I can do the macros on it, for my Carb Manager app. And that's why I like recording when I cook, because then I know everything I put in it. I can just rewatch the video. So here we go. Let me put this down. We're just going to weigh the whole thing. Okay, the whole thing is, well, the other piece was probably about 2 ounces, maybe an ounce. We'll say an ounce. So 1 pound, and like 8 grams. So I don't know. We're just going to go with 1 pound, 1 ounce total. So I'll do the macros. I'll divide it by ounces. And then whatever I cut each time I eat it, that way I will know what those macros are. I won't be putting that fudgy stuff, and I will be eating around it. I am not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. So that's pretty-ish. I've made them better looking, but they look more like candy. But I've got the burnt little pieces in there too. Alright, here we go. So you can see the definition right there. Of the chocolate and the toffee area. So yummy. So yummy. And now I'm getting messages. I better put it away before I eat it all. Alright, so here are the macros for my fat chocolate bars. They're 1 ounce serving. So it has 1 total carb, almost less, but I went ahead and put it at 1. Only 3 grams of protein, 23 fat, so that's why it's called a fat, and 237 calories. So this is not low fat. This is not a low calorie item at all. This is to help me when I need more calories and more fat, and I just can't eat big portions of food. I can eat one of these. Now, I can never eat an ounce at once. I'm not going to lie. And I usually do half an ounce. And then maybe half an ounce later. But they were really good. I'm about to go cut them down. And you'll see what they look like after they're cut down. Usually they're prettier, but this time they got bubbles and stuff because I had all the foam. But this is literally like a fat bomb, but a really, really healthy one. Okay, it is 8 a.m. I'm having 8 pieces of my Aldi's lower sodium bacon. I am having 3 ounces of my bread I made last night with a tablespoon of the butter I made. Alright, I am actually really hungry. It is 6:22 and I just put in the air fryer. It'll take like 30 plus minutes. Bone-in chicken breast with the skin. So to tide me over, I'm going to try the strawberry. The root beer cream so far I've had no issues with, so I'm going to try drinking this and see about that one. And I just got home from the doctor, so we'll have a chat in just a minute. Alright, there is so much to unpack here, but I kind of am still processing, so... Okay, I'm going to give very short versions of everything. So with the lupus and Sjogren's syndrome, 2 out of the 3 tests came back positive. The 3rd test was negative. So I go back in 3 months and see if it's changed any. Because right now you can't be diagnosed unless you have all 3. Now there is like a 1% that has it and they never test positive for the 3rd one, but it's so rare. So I will be back for that. I have been referred. I did not see this coming. I did not read my x-rays because I thought nothing was going to be wrong. First, we'll go back to the autoimmune. So obviously my body is attacking itself though. It's kind of like, here's the way it was kind of put. So you have this town, like this great town, and a storm comes through and breaks pieces apart, and then another storm comes through and breaks more, and then another, until it's almost down in shambles. It's going to take a lot of time to repair it, right? It's a very long time to repair that town again. And some parts might never be able to be repaired. And that is long haulers, the C word, having it long term. Because it destroys things and it might never get repaired again, even though your body's trying to fix it. So that is some problems I have. Plus, she said a long lifetime of severe stress has broken down a lot of things with me as well. So the x-rays did not come back good. Come to find out, was not expecting that. So she has never seen this condition in someone as young as me ever in her whole career. I have multiple things wrong. Okay, I have osteoarthritis in both knees, both hips, and my spine. I also have basically it's called PPS or something. Anyways, if you want to look it up, it's basically you look up runner's knee and it's very painful. So I have that in one of my knees as well. I have lost all the cartilage in both knees, and my L5 and L4 is degenerated way worse than it was years ago, like really badly, and there's like nothing in between anymore, and it's pinching something. It says, is it invert? I don't know. Anyways, I have a specialist I have to go to for that, so I have like 3 specialists coming up. I have impingements in both hips. So both hips has no more space in between where it's supposed to turn. And I also have at the bottom of both hips, and this is all new because I had all these x-rays in 2019. I both have bone spurs on both of them. All new since 2019. Did not have any of these at all. They just appeared just like that. She's like, how are you going upstairs? How are you even bending over? How are you even functioning? Because all these things, just one of them is painful, much less all of them. The runner knee is the least of the conditions, and I don't even know how to pronounce it all the way, but osteoarthritis or whatever. So, and there's no known cause for it, okay? There's no known cause for this one. And, yeah, she can't give me anything for it because I'm allergic to all the meds, right? And my nerves are being compressed as well, and that's why I'm having such nerve pain. But she can't give me anything for it, which I knew that already. And she's like, I don't even know how you're breathing. And I'm like, well, I've been in pain since I was 17 because I got fibromyalgia and severe sciatica started at that time from a car accident. So pain is all I've ever known my whole life, between migraines, fibromyalgia, sciatica. This is just more. This is just more, right? So I have specialists for everything right now. lots of specialists. And we didn't get to the bottom of it, other than everyone keeps telling me it's due to the C word that I gained this weight, and it's going to be hard to get it back off. That's the endocrinologist, the normal doctor, the woman doctor, a rheumatologist, like everyone I see, seems to be and I know a lot of y'all gained about 20 plus pounds and you're having trouble getting it off. So, cheers. We will figure it out and we will get it off, right? And I will see this whole list of specialists and try to fix myself. No squats. I was about to start doing squats and stuff. No squats, no weightlifting, no lifting stuff because the spine one is pretty bad. So yeah. Also, I gotta go to physical therapy soon. But still don't know which autoimmune I have. She's hoping it'll heal itself, but I definitely have something going on, she said. But let me finish cooking my dinner because I'm starving. Alright, so my chicken is in here and the air fryer is almost done. And I want more bread because it's yummy. And it's not a lot of macros, like it's not bad. So we're gonna make some bread. And this is the butter. I guess the house got a little hot today, so it's melted a lot more. I'm gonna mainly put it on it, but I need to fix this for y'all. Hold on, let's go to the back eye. Okay. All right, so let's go and get a plate. Really good at eyeballing these into 1.5 ounces. This is almost 1.5 ounce. I will weigh it just to make sure because they are shaped just a little different each one. And if you want to know why I put the paper towel, it soaks up the moisture. I realize when I do it, it actually lasts longer than not having it in there. Like it doesn't get mold as fast. Yep, 3.5. 3.5. Okay. Just gonna put a little on here as well. I am in love with this butter mix that I did. Like I did a really good job in my opinion. I'm just gonna put this side in here like that. Probably get a little more. Get it on my hands. Ooh, it's all over my hands, but it tastes so amazing. So tomorrow is a protein spare modified fast day. I'm sorry about the noise with the air fryer, but so I'm getting in more calories and stuff today since tomorrow will be lower. I'm trying to even it more out. Yeah, I'll put more on the other side when that one's done. I'm trying to be good. It's really hard, but this is making it easier, y'all. This is making it easier to get more carbs. Not carbs, more fats, more calories, more protein. Okay. It's taking a minute to heat up. Just go and put a tiny bit more. I'm in love with this bread. I'm gonna have to make more. And check on my chicken. It's getting close to being done. I'm a temp girl. I use the thermometer. I think that's pretty good now. Okay. Turn that off. Let it sit while we're doing this real fast. This needs to cook faster because I'm hungry. Waking up so early and eating so early in the morning made me hungry multiple times today. But because I was at my doctor's appointment, I didn't have time. Like, I had to eat really early, and then I didn't have time to eat when I got hungry again. So, we're rolling with what we got. Rolling, yeah, rolling down. Oh, don't want to get in trouble. Y'all know the copyright crap is real. I wish I could smell it and taste it. It is so yummy. Like, I'm so excited about this because it reminds me of the cinnamon toast I used to eat as a kid. Like, I didn't have to have sugar on it. I just poured my cinnamon on and butter all over it. And that's exactly what this is like. But because I'm not eating real sugar, I actually like the taste of stevia. I never thought I would say that in my life. Like, not eating sugar, your taste change. This butter tastes sweet to me. Like, I'm down to 1 sweet and low in my coffee and might one day be down to 0 because it's starting to taste sweet to me. Alright, we gotta lower this now. It's starting to heat up too much. Woo! Oh, that one's perfect. That side is perfect, y'all. So pretty. Definitely gotta keep an eye on it. Do not want to run the other side. Let's see, what do we got? Nope, it's still good. It's so yummy. Do you see it? See that butter? So good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. And waste not, want not, y'all. I'm going to put the butter in my macros anyway, so why waste it? This was so amazing when I did this morning. Okay. Get all that butter on there. Time for a chicken. I think I want this one. So the package told me how much the chicken weighed. I'll minus the bones later. Oh, I'm hungry. I know there's no color on the plate. It literally is all the same color. But this girl's starving and it smells amazing. And all I did on my chicken was put a little bit of my cherry wood Redmond's real salt. So I am going to eat. And I don't even need a picture because, you know, the chocolate bar was the picture. So, yeah, I gotta let this cool down so I can eat this while I'm waiting.